What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. There's been some crazy news in cryptocurrency. There's been a ton of drawdown, a ton of fear. A lot of people are panicking, and it's all because somebody who used to be our main man, Mr. Elon Musk. You know him from Twitter, you know him from Tesla, you may know him from SpaceX and PayPal. Well, he's mired in the latest sort of news drama controversy in cryptocurrency, especially around Bitcoin. And we're going to talk about that in this video. But before we do, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit subscribe. If you haven't done also already, hit the like button and share the video with a friend. So we'll get into it. Now, if you haven't been living under a rock for the last few hours, this will come as no surprise to you. But SpaceX has unloaded about $400 million worth of Bitcoin holdings, and the Bitcoin price dumped significantly when this news came out. And sort of looking at this article here, Bitcoin's troubles continue as the popular cryptocurrency dipped below 27,000, raising concerns of a further decline. The latest hit comes in the wake of aerospace giant SpaceX reportedly offloading roughly $373 million worth of Bitcoin, which it had acquired between 2021 and 2022. Amidst the sell-off, Bitcoin faces a resistance of 28.9 K and new support of 25,409. So the Wall Street Journal report on August 17th revealed that SpaceX had recorded Bitcoin holdings amounting to $373 million on its balance sheet. Documents showed the firm's total expenses for 2022 were $5.2 billion. It's important to note that Elon Musk, SpaceX's CEO, publicly announced in 2021 that they acquired an unspecified amount of Bitcoin. In the same, and you probably remember this, back then, Tesla also announced that they had bought $1.5 billion worth of crypto, especially in Bitcoin, and that had propped Bitcoin surge up to 43K. Now, one of the things you have to remember is when Bitcoin drops like this is not just something that Elon Musk didn't just go and sell this now. This already happened. This happened in the past. It's being reported, and people just follow news. So when news articles like this break, there's an immediate panic of, well, if Elon Musk doesn't believe in it anymore, maybe I shouldn't either. So people are just super reactive. And you can see that here in this article, it drops as much as 9% to just over $26,000, right? And this has to do with exactly what happened with SpaceX. So just like sort of everything that happens with Elon Musk, he's such a pop culture icon. People sort of follow in his lead. And when they saw that, just like I remember, I was actually in a long position for Bitcoin, and Tesla announced they had sold all the Bitcoin last year, and my long position completely dumped. I remember I was just doing a small long position on a leverage app, which I haven't done since. It completely wiped out my stop loss, got triggered, but it had just knifed completely. Now, all this ironically comes out after the headline over the last few days has just been like, are people bored of Bitcoin? There's no volatility anymore. And that the Bitcoin's 90-day volatility was the lowest since 2016. Well, it didn't take much to sort of shake that. And now this is no longer a news article. People were talking about Bitcoin sort of getting bored and sort of Bitcoin not really jumping up and down. We saw Bitcoin trade between 28 and 30,000 for almost like a month to 2 months now. It's just been going up and down, up and down, up and down. And it was like $100 this way, $100 that way. That's not the Bitcoin that we know and love. And SpaceX sort of having dumped their Bitcoin previously caused this chain of events. Not just that, but this compounds on what the Fed said earlier this week when they said that they see further upside risk to inflation, and that might lead to more rate hikes. Now, I know a lot of people have this belief that being in crypto is great because it's a hedge against inflation. While it sort of makes sense, the market really hasn't played out that way, and I'll tell you why. Crypto is still considered a speculative asset. So people don't want to use their free capital to buy it. They won't. So people will only buy crypto or more likely to buy more crypto when they have more money that they can afford to lose. That's sort of how you invest with crypto. When you invest in gold, you don't invest money you're okay with losing. You invest money that you want to hold for the long term. People don't see crypto the same way. So you need more discretionary income for this. So if inflation is not controlled, if there's more rate hikes coming, people are like, wait a second, maybe I should wait to buy more crypto. I shouldn't even be holding on to some crypto. Because what's going to happen, and let me tell you how this works. The moment that people realize there's no more rate hikes, people will be running to try to be the first to buy up all of the cheap assets because their prices have come down significantly, because they know that the prices will run up. But no one knows when the last rate hike is going to happen until the Fed announces, hey, we've been victorious around inflation, don't worry. And then what's going to happen is stocks, crypto, everything, we're going to start seeing sort of upward trajectories, and people sort of want to front run that. RK3 and Gent, I trust. Your call out on Jewel, it hurt, but it's true. Hey, you know what? Honestly, like I said, I'm not like I wish it wasn't true. And the people who sort of went against me on this, there were many who just said, hey, no, I'm going to keep buying, I'm going to buy. And now I hear them say that, they're not as happy that they bought, or now they see it happening, right? Like, I don't want Jewel to go down. I love that game. I love DeFi Kingdoms. I don't want, I have a significant investment, but I also feel it's right to tell people, like, when you look at, somebody who's selling a significant portion, it's very similar to this. You see someone selling a significant portion, why would you want to be their exit liquidity? Let's wait for them to come out. They only have 2.8 million Jewel left. And then we can buy in much cheaper if we want to, right? Super important. We do need critical data. That is correct, RK3. So then what happened in crypto was not just Bitcoin, which sort of was dumped by SpaceX, but Ethereum and all of crypto completely tanked. I remember seeing like the red candlestick before I knew what happened with SpaceX. Seeing Litecoin down 21%, Shiba Inu down like 18.2%, Avalanche was down 15%, right? And this is what you expect. Remember, altcoins, they are leveraged like Bitcoin leveraged Ethereum. Bitcoin moves in a much smaller magnitude than Ethereum, and then the altcoins move to a bigger degree, right? So that's why we see when Bitcoin retraces, it doesn't retrace as much as the others. And remember, this is sort of why I tell you, do not look at altcoins right now. If you're looking at altcoins, make it a very tiny position. Focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Trust me, not financial advice. So maybe, I guess you can't trust me, who knows? But let's be straight up and honest with you. If things are going to run first, it's going to be Bitcoin, and then it's going to be Ethereum, then it's going to be the altcoins, like the high value altcoins like Avalanche, Polygon, XRP. Like, when I say high value, the bigger market cap ones. Remember, capital will always go to the tokens in the order of strength. Bitcoin is the strongest cryptocurrency we have. If things are cheaper, people will go there first. Why? Because it's like pretty much, it's almost like guaranteed. Then the next best guarantee, what is it? It's Ethereum. And then the next best guarantee after that, once the price of those two have gone high enough, well, these are the high value alts, and that's how it trickles down. That's why when you're planning your cycles out, focus first on Bitcoin and Ethereum. They are over 80% of my portfolio right now. Just as a reminder, I think I want to remind you here, when XRP went up with that sort of SEC decision, let's just take a look here. 3 months ago, I sold all my XRP for Ethereum, right? It was sitting at 47 cents. It jumped up to like 80 cents or 78 cents. Rotated all my XRP into Ethereum. And people said, why are you doing that? This is going to keep running. You don't worry about Ethereum. And I said, no, that huge pump. Well, number one, I'm not new to crypto. Whenever you get a huge pump, you always get at least a tiny retracement. And number two, I thought the gains would be better held in Ethereum if I didn't want to hold them in stablecoin, right? Which is the other option. So I held them in Ethereum, and then you look now, XRP is almost sitting back before their pre-SEC decision. So if I wanted to, I can buy a bit more XRP. For me, I'm going to wait for it to come down even further because right now, like I said, I got two things I want to buy, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've been asked, why don't you have like a signals group for crypto? It would be the most boring signals group ever. I would just tell you, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum when it dips, dollar cost average over time. It is literally that simple, at least right now. It will not be simple like this later. For the next 6 months, year, probably till the end of 2024, this will stay true. That's basically it. It is literally that simple. After that, it's a completely different ballgame. That's when we got to focus on altcoins and everything once we start seeing a bull market. But right now, if you can only look to invest and you are very like, I don't have all the money in the world, those are the two I'd focus on. Bitcoin, Ethereum, focus on that. Try to keep it off on a ledger, etc. I think this is the way that you got to handle this, because we don't know what the winners will be. We know Bitcoin and Ethereum will be the winners in the bull market. We don't know what the other altcoin winners will be. So if you put your money in the altcoins right now, some may not even take off. Yes, they may all get small boosts. Bitcoin and Ethereum, we know are going to get boosts. There's no world where I see that Bitcoin and Ethereum do not get boosted and something else does in crypto. That doesn't work that way. But we don't know about XRP. We don't know about Cardano. We don't know about Matic. We don't know about AVAX. Obviously, there are some that I have more conviction in than others. But the two I have the most conviction in, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Straight up. If you want to join my Bitcoins or my crypto signaling group, that's what it is. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Try to create a position in that for the long term if you're interested in crypto. That's pretty much it. And by the way, today was a very good buy signal. So I did buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum. What I do is I look at the crypto fear and greed index. Whenever we're in fear or extreme fear, I will look to add to my position. So today we're in fear. Yesterday we were neutral, but guess what? It doesn't take much. You just get a huge red candle. People start being fearful. People stop calling for these incredible $200,000 Bitcoin price levels, which are ridiculous this year. And instead they go, hey, you know what? This time, now is a perfect time to buy, because people don't want to buy. The time to buy is when people don't want to buy. And once again, I don't tell people, when I'm buying, I don't buy big chunks. I buy small chunks over time. When the fear and greed index shows fear, it is one more signal to help me know I'm doing the right thing. I don't buy when it's greed. Why? Because when it's greed, that's when you typically see it dump after. Obviously, this changes in a bull market. In a bear market, your number one goal is this. You have to survive. You have limited capital. Do not go out there wasting it on stupidness. Do not go on Twitter, crypto Twitter, look for these stupid memes. Yeah, I'm sure there are people who make money off it, but the majority are not. The majority are losing. Remember, somebody who buys, for somebody to make money in crypto, somebody's losing. So if somebody's already been buying and sort of pumping up their bags, why would you want to play a game of chicken when you know that Bitcoin and Ethereum are safe? That Bitcoin and Ethereum, if you buy and hold long term, you should be good. Why would you want to risk it anywhere else? So fear and greed index definitely helps me. We'll see what RK says here. I noticed punishment for hoarding coins. GCA, yes, cover your bills. You will make more educated. Yes, that's right. You know what? You can always use and this is sort of how I tell people I do coaching for. If you're looking to build up an altcoin portfolio, let's say you want Cardano, AVAX, whatever, that's fine. But don't make it more than 20% of your portfolio. Why? Because your Bitcoin and Ethereum can fund any mistakes that you make in the 20%. But a lot of people get so excited because they're like, oh, I can make 100, 200x, 1,000x on these stupid coins. I'm not saying the coins I just mentioned are stupid, but because they see that, they go, well, maybe I should just put all that there. And that's what you end up seeing. You see people who go from having these sensible portfolios of Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, and all of a sudden you look at them a month later and they're sitting there with a bunch of words I've never seen, a bunch of meme names, right? Pepes and Doges and all that stuff. And I'm like, what happened to your crypto portfolio? You have to focus on building something smart. Like, what people don't understand is by building a stupid portfolio, you put yourself in a situation where you have to go and now you have to make 100x to make your money back to break even. Why would you want to put yourself in a situation like that? Just start ahead, stay ahead, keep your portfolio safe, give yourself 20% to play around and do whatever you want. Because even if you mess that 20% up, that 80% will save you. It will make you more money. It will cover your losses on the 20%. That's sort of what I would say. Experiment there if you really feel the need. I'm gonna shut up, but Jen, thank you. Hey, look, you, like I said, at the end of the day, you guys sort of have to do what you need to do. My recommendation here is only to provide you with sort of my thoughts and my kind of advice and guidance. You have to make a plan that works best for you. Fine and dandy for me to say this. This is me saying this, having been in crypto since 2017 and learning from many mistakes. You don't like the reason the reason it's so much easier for me to do these things is because I've made these mistakes. I bought crypto when things are going up. Oh, what? Bitcoin's going up? Yeah, time to buy. And guess what? It dumps. I'm like sitting there and I'm down 20% on my Bitcoin position. You learn quickly. The same thing here. I learned to take profit. Why? Because I watched something go up. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking screenshots, sending my friends, high-fiving everyone. And then later on, I'm looking and I'm like, I'm down 50% because I didn't take profit. Because I got greedy, right? You have to make a plan. It's so important. And by the way, if you're sort of interested in learning more about and even if you don't want coaching from me, because I do have that service, I do sort of chat with people in my free public Discord. Check it out here. So I got to remove this comment so it'll show up. Basically, discord.thebrowngen.com. We talk about the stock market. We talk about cryptocurrency. Sometimes trading. I really don't recommend trading for people. Focus really on holding sort of the best tokens right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum. For stock market, very similar. Hold safest stocks, hold index funds, so hold Tesla, maybe Disney, Microsoft, Apple. These kind of stocks are the ones that, once again, will make you generational wealth, especially at a time where, we're sitting here. And if you don't set yourself in a hole, it makes it so easy to just compound the wins and continue building that portfolio. That is sort of the end goal, right? Because I'm sure many of you watching here don't want to have, you work a 9-to-5 job, but I'm sure you'd love to get to a point where your investments are making your income and they're just running on the side, and you can have the freedom to do whatever it is you want to do. That's the actual dream. And a lot of people can do that if they're patient and they take the time and not rush to get to the finish line. There's a lot of people who know that people are vulnerable in the state and go, hey, I can sell them that dream. I will tell them that they'll 1000x about my stock pick or whatever. And it's always a bunch of garbage. The people who sell those programs, all they do is they get rich off subscriptions, and then they post like 1 or 2 winners out of all their losers because you funded that. And it doesn't matter. They just get more and more people coming in. Would invest in AVAX, but the fact that they are EVM and also have a confusing C chain and chain makes me not want to. My altcoin of choice. Hey, that's perfect. But once again, Zil, like I said, I think you should consider not making Solana that big of your portfolio. I have some Solana too. Once again, it falls into the 20% of that portfolio. MetaMask is only crutch while I'm in EVM world. Have you heard of Rabi Wallet? This is probably the wallet I'd recommend for you. Let me just bring it up on the screen. I actually have a video on the channel on how to sort of use it. I think it's a fantastic wallet. I've been using it for maybe like a few weeks now or a week or two. I would definitely check this out. I think that this wallet is much better than MetaMask. It sort of helps you with sort of like a lot of what's going on in crypto. It sort of warns you if like a sort of contract you're engaging with is like malicious. It also will tell you if something you've used in the past has gotten sort of hacked or anything to like revoke transactions. They make it super easy to do all that stuff. I really love the interface. So if you haven't checked Rabi Wallet out, Rabi.io, you can sort of go back to my channel and sort of check out the video I made on it. I actually installed it with sort of in front of everyone so to see it. I'm going to do a review video after like probably 90 days to sort of compare how I feel about it. So far, I feel fantastic. I think it's fantastic. So the couple last things I want to say is I don't think this is the end for Bitcoin either in terms of its drop. So if you've been watching my videos on Bitcoin or Marathon Digital Holdings, where Bitcoin mining, I have talked about this potential drawdown for the last like 3 to 4 weeks. So what we see here is in the blue are these liquidity zones that exist. So when Bitcoin was sitting here around the $31,000, $30,000 mark, I said there were a couple situations. I said, depending on how it goes, we could see it sort of cleared this first liquidity zone around 29,000, which it's basically tested for so long. I thought maybe from here it could bounce up and break to new 2023 highs up here. Or the other sort of potential was for it to finally sort of break down and come down to 27,000 and then potentially bounce up. Or the final scenario is we have another liquidity zone around 24,000. We break the 24,700 support here. But this is the last big liquidity zone that sort of market makers and institutions could take out. And if that happened here, then would be where it sort of would rally up. But this is why, like, when people were calling for all sorts of like ridiculous, just pump, I was like, okay, guys, just remember that these drawdowns can still happen. So I wasn't buying Bitcoin in this period of time when it's down here. Now I bought Bitcoin here, and I will buy Bitcoin and Ethereum once again if we break down to this level. So this is still a somewhat possibility. If for it to drop even further than that, there would have to be a black swan event or something crazy that happens. We don't know, right? Like, remember, the news dictates price action, but we already sort of have an idea of direction. So direction for the next month or so was supposed to be down. And the reason for that is market makers want to take the liquidity. And when I say liquidity, what I mean is there are significant amount of open orders sitting there. So they want to sort of get the open orders and then prop the market up, right? So they just want to like take that market, get those sort of get that boost, then bounce up. And the same thing will happen likely down here in the 24,000 zone. And for Ethereum, I don't really track it the same way, but like we have seen Ethereum draw down, going from 2,100, and now it's sitting and sort of fighting this resistance on 1673. And like I said, it can keep going down. Like, there is a long drop for Ethereum here. It's not a big concern of mine because, like I said, I'm not worried about the short-term moves in Ethereum. I do think that in the next bull run, we're probably going to see 5-figure Ethereum, likely. Like, that would be 2025. We don't know, right? Like, this is all speculation. We saw like $4,800 Ethereum in the last cycle. So it stands to reason that we can get over 10K. And that is obviously a lot of things have to go right? Bitcoin ETF has to sort of pass. We have to sort of see like inflation concerns kind of dissipate, right? Like the halving is already completed. You'll see like crypto influencers starting to pop up everywhere. Like you'll see like the traditional Meet Kevin and like Graham Stephan start like posting these videos all the time, right? Like you'll know when it's coming, right? And once again, when this happens, you'll know you've hit a top, and you'll also be able to check the crypto fear and greed index and see extreme greed, and that's when you'll know to take profits and sell your positions or trim your positions so that you can start profiting. Remember, we are still in the early part of the first part of that Bitcoin cycle where we're just accumulating. We are not even close to a bull run yet. Remember, that bull run is likely 6 months after the Bitcoin halving, and the Bitcoin halving is expected to happen in April. No problem, Zill. Low key tomorrow could go to that 24K drop, possible tropical storm this, followed by Monday with indictment, Drake and Savage in LA. Drake's controlling crypto now too. That's crazy. Speculation for fear. Hey, you know what? We don't know, right? And honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter in the short term. What that does is it gives us good opportunities to accumulate. So while all these suckers are out there accumulating these stupid coins or not as good coins, I will be focusing on accumulating as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as I can for this upcoming bull run. Whatever you choose to do, right? I hope whatever you choose to do works out for you. But for me, Bitcoin and Ethereum, like I said, if you want to join my crypto signals group, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, dollar cost average over time, stack up your position and get ready for the bull run. When the bull run comes, I think everyone's gonna look back and go, I wish I bought more. I think that's gonna be the general sentiment. I'm gonna go back and clip this about a year and like a half from now and see if that is true. So who knows, right? But I sort of want everyone to take away, if you're watching this video, whether you're watching it live, thank you for watching. If you're watching it after the fact, and don't forget to sort of comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think Bitcoin is going to skyrocket, keep going down? What are your thoughts on crypto in general? What the hell is Elon Musk doing to us, right? Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.